Hey everybody, it's George Wooden again from BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising, your charity fundraising one-stop shop in a convenient setting. I'm going to do it because I'm the dot guy. Check out our website at www.bwunlimited.com, bwunlimited.com. Check out our website. All right, as you can see behind me, over here, my handy-dandy computer screen, a few minutes ago, probably about an hour ago, I put up a thing on Facebook on my own page, said, hey everybody, give me a topic to talk about on my next video blog. And just to show you that I'm reading, Steve Martinek came up with a good thing. How about the importance of underwriting your event? But then, and Kayla, I'm talking about you, Kayla Trump, crazy. One of these days I'm going to come out there and meet you if you ever get up and rolling. But then Bob Trump, geez. Bob Trump, Bob Lynch, and then Mike Lineski, two good friends, very good friends of mine, came up with almost the exact same idea. And what Bob said was, initial people being scared initially about hiring us and saying we've done it this way for years, why should we hire you? People being scared, and then Mike Lineski said, to talk about the differences why you should do versus doing it yourself, doing a fundraiser yourself versus hiring a professional. Kind of both on the same line, I believe. So we're going to take those two things and we're going to combine them. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to look at it every time I go to a charity. A lot of the times I go to a charity that doesn't know who we are. The first thing they think about is, well, why should we hire you? Now, what I want you to think about is this. They are looking at a pie, okay, a piece of the pie. They're looking at this pie and they're thinking, well, this is the pie that we make every year, right? We make this pie, this is the pie. Why should we share the piece of the pie with you? Well, in fact, this also goes to touch on something else that just happened in Texas. Somebody asked, well, how much of this money do you get? Thinking that we, BW Unlimited, somehow make a bigger cut, like we make a cut or we take a percentage of the event. We don't take any of the percentage of the event. 100% of the proceeds of the event go directly to the charity. Okay? So, to talk about why should we do anything different or whatever, we're going to go back to this pie thing. Okay? So a charity does an event on their own and they have this pie. And they have to take a piece of it out of it to give to the venue or whatever. Okay, so that's the pie they're thinking about. What they don't realize is this. But they think that if they pay us, that they lose a larger chunk of the pie because we're going to take a piece of their pie, right? Say it's a circle, we're going to take this chunk out, right? But the reality of it is this. What size is the pie? Because when we come in, that pie from here, the pie that we bring in, and I'm going to back way up, is about here. This is the pie that we bring in. We're not bringing in this little tiny tasty cake. For those of you who aren't from around here, there's a place that makes like little pastries that a lot of people put in their lunches called Tasty Cakes. Okay, little cupcake size pie or whatever. The pie we bring in is about this big. It's about the size of a pizza or larger. Size of a tractor trailer tire in reality. That's the size of the pie that we bring. So it's not the piece of the pie that you have. The question is, how big of a pie do I bring in? Okay, I'm going to give you a classic example. Before we're going to go into Mike Lineski's thing, I think that should understand, why are we doing it the wrong way? Okay, we're going to go over to something else, and I talked about it in a recent blog, and I forget what the blog was, but I'm going to give you a perfect example. We worked with a charity. In fact, I know what it was. I said it was the Lumberjacks Association. We worked with a charity one year, did a great event, an event, and they made whatever. They decided, a certain sect of that charity decided that they could do better than us. And because for whatever reason they could do better and they don't have to hire me, they could match it. All right? They could do better without hiring me. hiring BW, which is all of us. Okay, so for so long I said me, now it's us, right? So what they did was they went and did their event on their own. Guess what happened? They made one quarter of what they truly one quarter of what they made with me. One quarter, right? Their pie went from here to back down to here, right? Now, to answer Bob's thing of, why should we do it? Why should we be scared? Why should we do it this way? Well, the reality of it is this: if you're still doing it the same way you were before, a lot of people are also still using the mail. Really? No, not so much. They're actually doing emails now, and the U.S. Post Office is having problems. So you need to change. Do you know what to do to change? Do you know what's successful? Do you not know what's successful? Do you have anything to lose? Are your events getting stale? Don't you want to try to make more money? That's one. Okay, but I'll be honest with you, I really like Mike Linesky's thought of professionals versus doing it yourself. And I'm going to quote my sister. My sister recently, we were talking about something, and my sister said, listen, what you should tell people, and honestly, I can't tell people this, but I'll tell you, because it's just you and I talking, right? It's a secret. Shh, don't tell anybody I said this, okay? If you want to go cheap, do it yourself. Do it yourself. If you want to go cheap, do it yourself. But if you want to raise a lot of money, BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising. We're the professionals. We're the leaders. We're the number one in the country. One-stop shop. North America's charity fundraising leader in a one-stop shop setting. Check out our website. You know the deal, right? So here's the difference. Now, I've been involved in charity fundraising for 25 years. In the beginning, when I started charity fundraising, I'll tell you, I was with the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, elk in the state of Maryland. There are no elk in Maryland. It took us an entire year to plan. An entire year to plan an event. But for 25 years, what I learned how to do is boil it all the way down to get to what is the meat of the matter. And I swear to you, within a month, if we could do it, I could take what I used to do in a year down into a month or a couple weeks. It's the truth. The difference between hiring a professional and doing it yourself is this: is one, you live a full-time life with a full-time job, with full-time commitments, and a full-time family, right? And one time a year, you're asked to be a fundraiser. One time a year, you're asked to step up. So what you do is you take the easy way out. You do what you did last year or what you heard about over here works or whatever. Now, you got to understand, in order to make the most amount of money, you're going to have to run to the venue 55,000 times. You're going to know the arguing points. Do you know the arguing points with the venue? Where you can chew them down on money? That's what I said. Chew them down on money or whatever. I'm sorry, it's an old thing. Chew them down on money? No? You don't know? Do you know how to sell tickets properly? Do you know how to market? Do you have a graphic designer? Do you have the stuff? Are you still doing the old raffles or are you doing new raffles? Do you know the importance of the venue? No. So what happens is this. Do you know how to grow a committee? Do you know what to tell the committee? Do you know how to guide them on how to be the most successful? Inside the event, do you know what you need? Do you know all the paperwork? Do you know how to set up why have a live auction? Why have a silent auction? Why have raffles? Do you know the whys? Because then in reality, anybody can go out, and this is something I say all the time, anybody can go out and throw shit out on a table. Anybody can do that crap. But it's understanding the why it's behind it. Why is that raffle happening? Why is it there? Why is that silent auction item there instead of over here? Why is it there? Why are we doing a live auction? Why are we doing it here in the event, this time in the event? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? 2, working with the venue. Venues love it, working with us. And because we know exactly what to tell them, make it quick, streamlined. We know what to tell them, we know what we want, and we know what we're going to pay. And we know what our clients aren't going to pay for. And we know, because believe me when I tell you, a lot of venues are like car dealerships. I just left one in Texas. Oh my God. Selling Mercedes. So the difference between hiring a professional and doing it yourself is you're going to spend a lot of time wasting a lot of time that isn't going to pay. And we're going to use that Lumberjacks Association that made 1/4. You're going to work your ass off to make 1/4 of what you could have made with us or more. That's the truth. The truth, reality, right? Then we provide all of it, all the silent auction bid sheets, all the live auction sheets. We set up the entire room where, like, let me give you for instance, in Texas, they said, well, what do you need us to do, George? I said, help me get all the stuff to the room and you guys roll out. They said, that's it? I said, yeah. Just help me get stuff into the room and you guys roll out and come back at about 5:30. And you know why? Because I don't feel like dealing with all these volunteers. I know what to do and how to do it. My staff knows what to do and how to do it. My staff comes in, we're not there for the party. We could care less about your party. You want to come in, you want to eat and drink, woohoo! We're drinking, yeah! No, that's not us. We're there to make you money. We are fundraisers. So, and in fact, most of the time we don't even eat. We're so used to eating the same old stuff. So, we save you time by having a professional. We save you time, make you one hell of a lot more money. Let me ask you a question. As a volunteer, do you know what sponsors are looking for? Why they would sponsor? Why they would cut big checks to sponsor your event? Do you know? No, you don't? I do. We do. We know what people are looking for. We know how to market your event, what works, what doesn't work. We know. We have graphic designers. I have one of the best graphic designers in the whole wide world, Bob Lynch from BV Creative. We know what eye catches. We know the importance of having consignment items, no risk auction items. We know what kind of items work. We know what you should go after. When you say, okay, we need donations, do you know what the donation letter is? Do you know what kind of donations you should be looking for? Do you know why a 50-50 is an awful raffle to hold? Or wheels? Spin the wheel, win a plant? We do. So, the intrepidness, we've been doing it this way forever. Well, that's why you don't understand. Do you understand that, by the way, do you understand? This is going back to Bob Lynch's question. Kayla Trump mentioned you again. Going back to his question, is this. The competition in charities today is 104 million charities in the United States. Most of them have chapters, so there's about 150 million. Then there's the benefit events like Luke's Mega Minion Bash, Biz Boo Bash. Those are benefit events. There's about 50 million of those. So you're up against about 200 million charities. Now, the importance of hiring a professional auctioneer. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Renee Jones, one of the best charity auctioneers that there is in the United States. Sarah Adams, two good friends of mine. Maggie May, down in Texas, awesome. Shelly St. John out in Denver, great auctioneers. John Nichols. Hiring a professional, you get what you pay for. When you get some politician to stand up there, you get what you pay for it. Free isn't for me. I'm going to tell you now. Free isn't for me. You get what you pay for. You want to do something professional, you want to raise a hell of a lot more money, you hire a professional, because a professional is going to bring it home. Taking Renee Jones's words right out of her mouth is this. Renee said, we know the numbers. We're the ones who are educated. We get it. We live, eat, and breathe this stuff. I live, eat, and breathe fundraising 24/7. That's all I do. Fundraising. We save you time. You make you one hell of a lot of money. Remember, the pie. How big is your pie? You do it by yourself. This is your pie. But you hire us, and your pie is about that big. It grows to that size. That's my blog for today. Hopefully we can bring you a big old pie. That's my blog, my video blog for today. Mike, did this answer it? Comment below. Bob, did this answer it? Comment below. Kayla Trump, hey! Answer below. Comment below. Have a great day. Check out our website. I'm George again from BW Unlimited Charity Fundraising, your charity fundraising one-stop shop. Check out our website, everybody. www.bwunlimited.com. Check it out. See you later. Bye-bye.